Hello, and welcome back to Cryptid Hauntings, the show where we ask the important questions like, am I really running out of gas right now? I swear I just filled the tank. I'm your host, Mike Gardner, and with me, as always, are my mostly intact family, Mark, Chris, and Pam.
Pam, what limb are you missing?
I'm not missing any limbs.
I think we're all pretty much intact.
You're missing an appendix, you're missing a gallbladder, I'm missing a gallbladder. We're mostly
I'm
intact.
not supposed to have an appendix, though. It's an unnecessary organ.
That doesn't mean you're not supposed to have
latest
one.
studies say otherwise.
Unnecessary.
Anyway, tonight we're diving into what might be our deadliest topic yet. A stretch of road soaked in rumor, a highway whispered about at truck stops and late night radio, a place of mystery, ghosts, and maybe even aliens. But first, what's your favorite musical? We'll go in order, Mark.
Newsies. I love that stupid show.
You stole mine.
It was mine long before you
I
even knew it
know.
existed.
Before you even existed.
Pam?
Musical.
Chris?
Well, Newsies, we already established this with Mark.
Now, are we talking like standard thinking musical or just hits that it sings throughout the movie?
Standard.
Wait, what is standard? Because
Like
Like
Little Shop of Horrors.
Like your yeah.
Singing in the Rain,
Because like I really like Little Shop of Horrors, but I would also classify Cat Ballou as a musical.
Yeah.
And that's a real big tie for me because I really like Little Shop of Horrors and Cat Ballou.
Okay, wait. Does the cat? I haven't seen that in so many years. Does the cast of Cat Ballou stop
No.
to sing?
No.
Or is
See,
it
then
just the
that's-
narrator?
See, then that's
the
my
narrators.
question. It's just the narrators who sing.
I don't think that counts.
And yeah, it is just the narrators. I guess it doesn't count. Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. See, I'm torn. Right now, it's either Jesus Christ Superstar or Saturday's Warriors.
Saturday's Warriors. Why?
I have been born again.
Away.
Nope, IMDb does not classify it as a
I
musical.
would classify it as a musical. But they would classify Paint Your Wagon.
That's because the cast
cast sings.
sings.
Yes. Spontaneous bouts of singing.
I would
throughout.
say there are spontaneous bouts of
No,
singing.
it's organized singing by a narrator.
There is one song that is not sang by the narrators, and the narrators interject themselves. And that is the Let's All Gather at the River.
So the Death March.
Yep.
Yeah, well, now I want to kill her at the beginning. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I said I had the question, because then I'd pick Little Shop of Horrors.
That's a good one. Little Shop of Horrors is a good pick.
I'm lame. I like Newsies.
Wait, you still mine.
I'm sorry.
Bum.
Pick a new one.
Number 2.
I like Singing in the Rain's a good one, like you mentioned.
You're not even
That
gonna,
is a cop out. When was the
Negative-
last time you watched Singing in the Rain?
About 2 months ago.
Give or take.
Did you actually?
He didn't. I did.
No, I watched it.
Lies.
And I fell
This
asleep.
shit's lies.
I fell asleep.
It's my favorite.
It was at like 11 o'clock at night, and I put on something to fall asleep to.
Sure you did.
Well, we watched it as a home family, and Mom enjoys that one, so
Was
we
it
watched
Sunday?
the whole. No, unfortunately, no, it was not.
No, they watch other things on Sundays now.
No,
Not just, multiple times of 10 Commandments and
Ben-Hur and 10
Seven
Commandments.
Brides for Seven Brothers
have
on
been
repeat.
sticking-
I am actually surprised that wasn't one of the answers. In this.
I really like it, but I like Little Shop of Horrors more.
Yeah, I really like it.
See,
Too.
you really like it too, but I know you like Newsies more.
I mean, how can you not like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers?
I just can't believe you didn't pick something more, contemporary like Matilda or Hades Town or that stupid
Who, me? I've not seen any of those musicals.
one about the guy who tries to take the guy's identity. Dear Evan, whatever.
Dear Evan Hansen, that movie sucks. sucked.
I'm shocked you didn't.
Your cousin made me go watch it. It was terrible.
I'm shocked you didn't pick the one with Neil Patrick Harris.
Dr. Horrible
Horrible
sing-along.
sing-along.
That's-
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised you
That's
didn't
pretty
pick Doctor
fantastic.
Horrible.
It is a good movie.
Oh, Pam, stop singing into your head and dancing.
Still picking Little Shop of Horrors.
So anyway, tonight we're talking about Route 491, formerly known as Route 666, the Devil's Highway. You know that moment when you sit up in bed and declare something like, "Don't trust the refrigerator," and then immediately fall back asleep?
Why am
Well,
I not trusting the refrigerator?
I've never had that thought.
Do you only have that thought, Mike?
Are you a night eater?
yes, that is why I weigh 300 pounds. I don't eat during the day, it's strictly at night.
He wakes up and wanders to the fridge.
Yeah, night eaters.
Wait, the solid cheese or the grated cheese?
The grated cheese, you know that ghost from, not the ghost, but the spooky white lady in white from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? That's what I look like eating grated cheese.
Oh my hell, my one buddy, this reminds me, with the block of cheese, Pam. We were hanging out one time and we had dinner and then he walks over with a block of cheese. We're like, "What is that?" He goes, "This is my dinner," and just starts eating it. I'm like, "Why are you eating a block of cheese?"
Was it a mild cheese or a sharp cheese?
There's a mild.
My child used to steal the blocks of sharp Tillamook cheddar out of Grandpa's fridge and just eat it.
This was Princess.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Special.
U.S. Route 491 stretches 194 miles north to south, running from Monticello, Utah to Gallup, New Mexico. Before 2003, it carried a different name, and that was U.S. Route 666. Dum dum dum! Ta-da! It crossed through wide stretches of desert, Navajo Nation lands, shiprock, and long corridors of absolute nothingness. No trees, no towns, no help for miles. If you break down there, you better have water, and maybe a prayer.
I want to pray.
You will pray. For years, people claimed it was one of the most haunted highways in America. Drivers reported phantom flaming semi-trucks that appeared out of nowhere, shadowy figures running alongside vehicles.
Oh, so we got skinwalkers again.
Got skinwalker, well, we're in Navajo.
Navajo Nation. It's
Skinwalkers.
You're not getting any argument out of me.
we're all over here shrugging like, yeah, what else do you expected?
So we've definitely got skinwalkers. Spirits that slip into your back seat. So these... Yes, go ahead.
We've talked about spirits that slip into the backseat before. Where was that?
A white lady?
Lady in white, yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the Castle Del Lady in White, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are more than just a lady in white. They're described as faceless shadow figures that will, you get up to them, you think they're a normal hitchhiker, and you see them, they're faceless, and they just slip into your backseat, and then will just slip out.
Mine is the faceless, but some of your stuff, like from our one previous episode, also the big-eyed
The
children.
black-eyed.
Black-eyed kid.
The black-eyed kids usually want an invite, but there are some stories where they are just slipping into your backseat.
They just slide in.
Slipping into your backseat.
Just sliding into your DMs.
Hey, you should slide into our DMs and tell us what we should do next. Not like,
Let's plug.
That phrase does not mean what I think you think it means.
it was for the show, it wasn't for my book. Okay, so anyway, there's also a sense of overwhelming dread, like something is pacing you in the dark.
So, having driven this road in the late night, I have to admit it's offsetting, but I think it's because it's quiet,
And it's
flat, it's dark, and like
There's absolutely
you don't have any bearings because it's just dark and flat. It's black.
especially from coming out of like the Wasatch Range where you're used to being surrounded by mountains. It is an area where you're coming out of that Rockies. There are a little bit of range, but it's in the distance, and it is it is disorienting.
Yeah, it's off-putting.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
So some people say that these distractions cause accidents. Others say accidents were the point the whole time. Because according to legend, the devil doesn't chase you. He waits for you to look away from the road. In 2003, NPR reported it was considered one of the deadliest highways in America. That same year, officials changed the name from Route 666 to Route 491.
Now, from what I found, it was because of the Christians there that wanted the name changed in association with the devil.
What Christians?
The people.
There's nothing there.
The people that live in towns that are like,
We-
we should
we
change their
already
name.
Look at the map.
There's nothing out there.
towns?
Monticello, Cortez.
Okay, so you got one end or the other.
And they both changed
Cortez is
the
in the
name.
middle.
Well, and it's not, I would say, just because of the name. It's because of the death of the highway that brings on this, paranoid thought of, the name is causing the deaths. It's Satan.
Or was it a way to get rid of a fund that was having to replace signs?
That's my guess.
That could be
The
it.
theft of the sign every year.
Who wouldn't want to
Every
sign that said
6 months,
666?
every year.
They're not.
Every time it was replaced.
They're not replacing it every year, but you know.
Hey, Joey, they just replaced the 666 sign. It's your turn. Go get it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids.
So, anyway, that same year, the officials changed the name from 666 to 491. Something happened. Accidents dropped dramatically. So, what changed? The asphalt didn't change. The curves didn't change. The desert didn't change. Only the number did.
From what I found, they extended the roads too to help prevent accidents.
I don't want solutions. I want to complain.
Well, I think there's a certain stigma and a certain you label something as evil or the death highway or the haunted highway, people are gonna see things it's power suggestion, right? All of a
Right.
sudden it's 491, the lamest highway in the world.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I ain't still on that sign.
It's not a
I
sign.
would steal that sign.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I would not steal that sign. So the number comes out of the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verses 16 to 18.
491. Is it
666.
Revelation?
Revelations.
Thanks, Chris.
Sorry. I ruined the joke. Can you ever forgive me? I got the side tonight, not you. Ah.
Sucker, now you have the curse. Shut up, Mark.
There's still time.
Carry on.
So anyway, it's the infamous number of the beast. Some historians argue that the beast refers to Nero Caesar. Others believe it refers to a future Antichrist. But somewhere along the line, 666 became synonymous with evil itself. So when you slump that number onto a lonely desert highway, are you giving it power, like we talked about? Did fear make drivers tense, distracted, hyper alert? Hyper alert for demons instead of deer? Did spiritualism kill more people than the road ever did? Here's the interesting part. There are other roads numbered 666. Florida State Highway, Ohio State, Pennsylvania Route 666, Puerto Rico Highway, Farm to Market Road 666, and internationally, England, Italy, Sweden, and the Philippines. None of them carry the same deadly reputation. None of them needed renaming because of the hauntings. So what made this one different? Is it the isolation, the desert of silence, the spiritual weight of the land? Or is there something else out there?
Or is it just angry Indians because you're driving through their reservation?
Yeah.
I don't know, it wasn't until what?
2003.
Yeah, but they started actually granting passes for people to drive through that area. I mean, and 2/3 of the highway is
Indian
Native
reservation.
land.
It's Navajo Nation. I mean, interesting.
So anyway,
they started doing major upgrades. They started isolating the windy bits. There was a lot of work done post 2003. So
Right. So anyway, we could always go to my favorite theory. Aliens. Because let's be honest, if you're driving through the stretch of highway at night and see lights piercing your car from across the empty desert,
The empty desert.
you're not thinking, poor road design. You're thinking, I should have stayed home. Whatever the explanation is, superstition, psychology, geography, ghosts, or extraterrestrials, Route 491 remains one of the most infamous highways in America. So if you're traveling from Monticello to Gallup, bring water, keep your eyes on the road, don't chase phantom headlights, and if you see flaming semi in your rearview mirror, maybe don't look twice.
Now, can you expand on why you believe it's aliens? You just kind of like, it's aliens, but no explanation.
Well, in the desert, near New Mexico.
You're in a desert near New Mexico, so therefore aliens.
No, I mean, okay, you guys know I don't subscribe to the supernatural BS. Like, I don't think ghosts are real. But if people are really dying on this highway and, are seeing lights or seeing flaming, why could it not be aliens? You explain to me why it couldn't be aliens and...
I'm more likely to believe that it's flaming truckers than aliens.
Your uncle is a flaming trucker.
No, he was not a flaming trucker.
What? What uncle?
He was just a trucker.
Your favorite cousin's mom's husband.
What?
Your favorite cousin's brother, sister's cousin's son.
That one. The one that shares... I can't say that. Anyway,
The one that
aliens.
shares what, Mike?
The name. He was a flaming trucker.
What?
The flaming trucker.
Why do you think his wife left him? Anyway, aliens. Chris. New Mexico. That's where Roswell first happened, right? And the first crash of aliens.
It's like
Roswell
this is bleeding
aliens.
through again.
Roswell, aliens. Aliens in the highway.
If you're going for the tinfoil hat this week, you're not getting it. You're getting the dunce cap, and we're putting you in the corner.
No, I'm not going for the tinfoil hat. I just think aliens are a more reasonable explanation than ghosts. Why are ghosts haunting a highway?
Or,
That's-
I don't know, it's a lonesome highway in the middle of nowhere, and you see a light miles away. Could be another car, could be a house, could be somebody wandering around in the desert, like, could be ghostesses. I think that's more
I think it's more
plausible
likely skinwalkers than anything.
than an
No,
alien.
I'll grant you skinwalkers. Shadows running next to your car, totally skinwalkers. But ghosts?
Nuclear test.
I don't think they did nuclear tests down there, did they?
Yeah.
Not.
It's strictly in the Fallout zone.
Oh,
Very definitively.
okay.
Roswell.
Anyway,
That's why
aliens.
Roswell.
It's in between. Lord have mercy. Praise Jeebus. All things.
Buddha.
Carry on.
I just think it's more likely aliens than anything else.
Okay, you keep repeating this line.
But why?
Why?
Because it's aliens.
Because extraterrestrials have visited this Earth, and why would they not be on lonely highways? That's where they collect people to probe them, Mark. Where else are you going to get collection? In mass civilizations? By the way, I did see a UFO the other day. I have pictures to prove it.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yes, I do.
Did he put his finger in front of the camera again? So they're only taking people off of Dark and lonely highway.
Not only, but majority.
You're struggling with words today.
The majority of people that are taking it are
majority
from long, lonesome highways.
I mean, you can't just stop time in the middle of a city
Why not?
because that just is rude to the people in the city.
so they're considerate aliens.
Well, they gotta have manners.
Do they, though?
So my wife told me we needed to give you the chance to explain yourself and not cut you off. This is why we don't.
Aliens, Pam.
Polite aliens. Okay, right.
Aliens.
That's almost.
Polite aliens. We can put it in the maybe
They
bucket.
don't want to interrupt the whole city.
They're being courteous.
Show them my alien picture.
That's your
That is a perfect alien picture.
That's your husband.
My lock screen came on.
So,
So the moon?
no, I'm at work. I'm walking, and this light is just hovering there. And like, I call mom, and I'm like, "This light's not moving, mom. This light's not moving." And she's like, "Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it." And I keep walking. And I'm like, "This light isn't moving." And so I take my camera out. I take a picture of it. I lock the door that I'm supposed to lock. I turn back around, and the light is gone.
But that's the best picture you could get.
Yeah, it's dark, and my camera has to
That
focus.
was my question because it is a classic alien photo in that it is
Super blurry,
very fuzzy.
light streaks from the light post.
Yeah, light is streaking from everything but the UFO.
Okay, so I have this app where it has all of the local UFO sightings that are
Oh, I thought he was
posted.
going to admit that his UFO picture was fake.
No, that's a real one. I'll even give it to you so you can repost it. It's really cool.
We'll post both of them.
Mine looks AI generated in comparison to that. But it was in like 2003 before any of that bullshit was available.
Well, the camera on the phone, if you're taking a picture in dark, it doesn't just snap the picture anymore. It opens up the lens, it holds the lens, and so I'm shaky because I'm shaky, and then it snaps the lens. So I'm holding it, I'm shaking because I can't help but shake, and so the exposure is just everything shaky.
We'll have to teach you how to use your very simple iPhone camera because you can turn that feature off.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
It's okay. Interesting picture. I'm not debunking it.
But he's
It's
also
just
saying that if he took a
very
picture of you,
blurry.
it would be very blurry because he's got the shakes.
I would look like Sloth from
Charlie.
Goonies.
Yes.
Hey guys.
I know you don't. I
can't help
know
it.
you don't like my theory, but that's my theory.
It's
I'm a
aliens.
very firm believer in aliens, but none of
I-
your theories are like matching up, bro.
It's okay.
They're all fast and loose.
I was going to say something there, but I decided not to.
About looseness or fastness?
Neither of Alex described something that is not my bowels.
Was that supposed to be Jeopardy?
Yes. He just Jeopardy questioned us with a little
Let's
joke.
just watch like he was talking to Siri.
He was buzzing in.
Oh my.
It's no longer Alex Trebek. He died. Who's the
Ken
announcer?
Jennings.
Ken Jennings. I don't know who that is.
He's the Utah guy who won a bajillion times.
Oh,
bunch.
okay. Yeah, I do know who that is.
Oh, little fun fact. Pam made us all tinfoil hats.
There will be a picture on Instagram when this episode airs.
They're fantastic. Thanks, Joe.
My head needs fixing.
Good shout out. Any last thoughts on
On
Devil's
the highway
Highway.
to hell.
Yeah, Chris distracted me. Sorry. On the highway from hell.
I think there's a whole lot to get into there. I think you did a good synopsis.
Like always, it's always just the top crust. I don't ever go deep. I know.
I know we need to start
Going
picking some
deep.
deep
Trying to
stuff,
dig deep.
but It's interesting. I do feel like it's probably more along the lines of native traditions versus aliens.
Aliens, yeah. And that's fair. I mean, like I said, I'm more willing to accept native traditions over ghosts.
But we're able to accept aliens over native.
No, I'm undecided. Like, if he can make a persuasive argument, not a Mike argument, a persuasive argument, I might be persuaded to go to his side.
Have you ever seen Twilight?
Yes.
Persuasion. Just kidding.
What is happening right now?
That's called a joke.
I know. Wasn't
I
as good
broke
as my
Pam.
Alex Trebek joke, though.
I think Pam is permanently broke after that one.
Her brain
I'll come
is
back.
Better, we've got another episode to do in 20 minutes. Any last thoughts?
No, I think we beat that horse.
Thank you, Pam. We'll take it into consideration. Want us to cover more haunted highways? Let us know. If you've enjoyed this episode of Cryptid Hauntings, join the community at TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Cryptid Hauntings. If you like what you've heard, be sure to subscribe to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podcast Addict, or CastBox, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you ever have an encounter with a flaming truck on the highway or anything else strange or unsettling or unexpected, send us your story at cryptidhauntings@gmail.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and maybe don't drive alone at night. Spook you later.